No wonder crooked Joe Biden and the far-left lunatics are desperate to stop us by any means necessary. They're willing to violate the U.S. Constitution at levels never seen before in order to win an election. They're weaponizing law enforcement for high-level election interference because they're just losing so badly at the polls. They see these polls. The big new Des Moines, Iowa register poll, I mean, it's a big, beautiful poll. I never liked it too much until about 2 days ago. They're left-leaning, the Des Moines Register. Would you say slightly? He goes very left. They're not so happy with this result, I don't think, but they are left. No, but they have a great pollster, actually, very powerful pollster, very good, talented pollster. Of course, if my numbers were bad, I wouldn't be saying that. I'd say they have a terrible pollster. She doesn't know. She doesn't know what she's doing, but no, she's very good. So we're leading with 51%, while Ron DeSanctimonious is at less than 19, and Haley is at 60. What happened to the Haley surge? You know, there's a surge going on. You know, we had one on Nationwide poll, because a Nationwide, it just came out, Morning Consult poll, very respected. We're at 67%. DeSantis is at 13, and Haley's at 10. So think of it. Another one came out, we're at 76%, Haley's at 9. And I keep hearing about the surge from Haley. Sir, I'll never vote against you, I'll never run against you. You've been a great president, sir, I'll never do this. This goes on for a year and a half. Then I hear she's having a news conference. I've decided to run. The whole thing, what's with these politicians, right? What's with these politicians? But also, what's with the Haley surge? You know what she was surging against? Him. So Trump's at 76 in this poll. She was at 9, he was at 10. She gained 2 points, I gained 9. So I gained 9, she gained 2, he gained nothing. He was even, he's flat, he's dead, he's gone, okay? Forget it. Forget it. But think of this. They've been talking about the Haley surge. So she goes up 2 points, I go up, I think 10 points, 9 or 10 points. And they say, that's the Trump surge. But they don't want to say that. They said she's surging against him, but he's gone nowhere. These are the most dishonest people ever in our country. These are the most... Look, see the cameras, those red lights start to go off whenever I... No, there's no surge. They don't have any surge. She has a guy in New Hampshire, the governor of New Hampshire, is very selfish. He could have been the senator. We would have taken the majority, but he decided he wanted to run for president, but didn't have the guts to do it. You know, it takes guts to say, I'm going to run for president. So he played on the fringes, it's called, and he'd go around, go do every show on how he should be president, but he never had the guts to say it. And he registered at 0 in the polls. And in New Hampshire, I was beating him by 60 points. And he decided not to run, okay? But he didn't have to say that because he never said he was going to run. He's one of these guys, he was going to do, but he could have been a senator. Now he couldn't be elected dog catcher, and he couldn't be elected dog catcher. And he endorsed her today, and it's meant nothing. It's meant nothing. People are wise to this stuff, you know? They're really wise to this stuff. DeSanctimonious has been saying for the past 6 months, wait for the bounce. You know, he's waiting for the bounce. The bounce is going that way. It's going the wrong direction. So they're pretty close. She's sort of catching up, but we're about 50 or 60 points ahead, maybe even more than that in some of the polls. They did a morning consult. They did a morning consult. I don't know, Mr. Attorney General, did you see it? Morning consult did a poll of all of the states, the whole states. And if I'm like leading by 35 points, that's like a bad state for me. And then they talk about the bounce. The bounce has got to be a hell of a bounce, I'll tell you. But, you know, one thing I have to say to you, because I know so many of you were friends, and I have to say this. We are leading by a lot, but you have to go out and vote. Because so much means, you know, going out, the margin of victory is very important. It's just very important, even for foreign countries watching, but it's very important. That margin of victory is so powerful. Brenna was telling me before, she said, sir, you've got to say something about it because you are leading by a lot. And sometimes when you're leading by a lot, everyone says, oh, why should I go and vote? The margin of victory is so important. And frankly, bad things can be happen if you don't. I understand the feeling. Let's not